Hey, what's up, y'all, and welcome to Wrestle Once. And so this is gonna be like one of many Wrestle Ones I'm gonna be putting out this weekend. And yeah, I already got one up talking about the whole Vince McMahon situation. It goes for a little bit over 30 minutes. So if you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check that out. But on this episode, I'm gonna be talking about the Royal Rumble and giving my predictions. On another video, I'm going to be talking about the Raw deal with Netflix, as well as The Rock being on the board of directors, as well as the whole Seth Rollins thing or whatnot. But that's on other videos. This one, I'm going to be giving my predictions on the Royal Rumble. And so, getting into it, it's not a big card. It's only 4 matches that we know of, and I'm pretty sure that they're not really going to add anything more. We're probably going to have like maybe some not promos, but like some backstage segments or something like that, maybe 1 or 2. I'm pretty sure it might end up just being 1, but we're not going to have too much more added to that. It's going to be tight, like how Triple H likes it, tight and concise. And so with the card only being 4 matches, shows us that the Rumble matches are more than likely going to be big. Like, they're going to be long. And I can hear a lot of people just saying pause in my ear. But getting into it, I'm going to start off with the with the championship matches. And then I'm going to talk about the Royal Rumble matches. So first, let's talk about the United States Championship being defended by Logan Paul. And he will be putting it on the line against Kevin Owens. Now, this match, as well as the Undisputed WWE Championship, are like the most predictable matches out of the night, because we all know, as the reports tell us, that Logan Paul is going to be defending his United States Championship against LA Knight at WrestleMania. So more than likely, I mean, not more than likely, so we all know that Kevin Owens isn't coming out the winner. You know, of course, Logan Paul is going to cheat to win, and he is going to retain his championship by, you know, just probably using the brass knuckles. And so that's really just easy. And not too much to say about that. So let's jump right into the Fatal 4-Way for the Undisputed Universal WWE Championship. It's a mouthful to say. And so this one, like I said, is an easy pick. Like, we already know who's going to win, because Roman is more than likely, I mean, right now it's still kind of like up in the air, but I'm pretty sure that they're still keeping with their plans for WrestleMania with Roman going against Cody. So in order for that to happen, Roman has to leave the Fatal 4-Way as the champion. The question is not who will win. The question is who will be pinned. So I feel like LA Knight shouldn't get pinned, only because that's him getting pinned 2 times straight in a row in a championship match. And with them building up LA Knight, especially for him to like take the next step in going against Logan Paul at WrestleMania, he needs that win. And they don't want to demolish or diminish like his build by having him get pinned by Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. So, and I feel like maybe, and I'm maybe looking at it wrong, maybe it may diminish, maybe it may not, you know, but because AJ Styles and Randy Orton are going to be good. If they get pinned, they're going to be straight. I'm pretty sure that after this, you know, probably AJ Styles and Randy Orton are going to feud. I don't know. But I feel like it's either going to be AJ or Randy that's going to get pinned. And since Randy is my guy, AJ Styles, I feel, is going to take the pin. And we're going to go for that. But at the end of the night, Roman is going to retain his championship. And of course, we all know that, you know, the Bloodline is going to get involved. We're going to have Solo get involved. We're going to have Jimmy get involved. We may have a surprise, you know, from maybe a new Bloodline member. We don't know. I feel like it needs something other than that, because, I mean, with the night, everything is going to be focused on the Royal Rumble. So we need something that's going to put a little bit more interest in these matches, because even though it is an interesting match between Logan Paul and Kevin Owens, I don't think anybody really is checking for that. It's just kind of like This is a little, kind of detour before we get to our destination at WrestleMania with LA Knight versus Logan Paul. And it's the same thing with this Fatal 4-Way. You got all main event stars. LA Knight is a main event star in the making. And this is just, a detour before we get to WrestleMania. So, yeah. So they kind of need something that's going to spark a lot of interest, because when we're looking at the Royal Rumble matches, which now I'm about to get into, there is a lot of stuff that can go on. We're going to have people face to face that we want to have face to face, that they're going to have a brief interaction with, just like how we have with any other WrestleMania, with Gunther going against Brock Lesnar at one point, having that face to face stare off and everything else. So I feel like we're going to have a lot of that with the women and men. So I'm going to start with the women's. It's a lot that can happen in there. I don't know. I would be surprised if they bring some Impact stars in there. Like, it would be awesome to see a Jordan Grace make her debut at the Royal Rumble. It will be awesome to see Mickie James make her appearance at the Royal Rumble again, still being signed under TNA, now TNA. And I feel like we're going to get we're going to see Jade Cargill make her debut at the Royal Rumble. And it'll be just something quick. It can showcase her strength or whatever, because from what Triple H gave us last year was that she was more not ready than they expected. So that's why she hasn't been on TV. She hasn't been trotted out there like they was in the beginning. And she's still getting her training and, everything going on. So by WrestleMania, or maybe the night after WrestleMania, she's going to make her debut. But I feel like her official debut, like wrestling debut or whatnot. But as far as just something quick, she's going to be out there. I predict that since Naomi finished off her contract with TNA, she's going to make her like a return in the Royal Rumble. And this, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm hoping and I'm guessing that this is going to happen. Sasha Banks makes her return back in WWE and, comes into the Royal Rumble. I don't know. I haven't heard anything recent about her going anywhere else or whatever. I mean, it has been stuff talking about like, talks fell through and everything else, but that could have been a smoke signal or a smoke screen to, steer people away from what the truth really is, kind of like the hand is quicker than the eye or whatnot. I'm doing my stuff over here while having you looking over here and stuff. So I feel like I can't be 100% sure, but I'm 90-something% sure that Sasha Banks is going to make her return at the Royal Rumble. And so that just boils down to who I think is going to win. I feel like before I get to that, it's going to end up being the Final Four. And that's really what a lot of people are like looking at. Who's going to be the Final Four? Who are the four women that's going to be staring each other down? I feel like Bianca is going to be one of them. I feel like Bayley is going to be one of them. Becky and Nia. Those are the names that I feel are powerful enough to be, the Final Four. I mean, I think, and now that I think about it, Liv Morgan more than likely may end up making her return. I think it was said that, what's her name? Like her partner. Crap. I can't even think of her name. I'm not even going to look it up. I forgot her name. But, crap. But yeah. Anyway, I think those are going to be the Final Four. The two remaining females that's going to be there, I feel like it may end up being Becky and Nia, just because of the feud that they got going on. And this would be a perfect time to kind of like have them go back to back. But I mean, we've already seen them in the ring before. So I don't know, man. I feel like they might be the final two. But I feel like Becky is going to take it, because you already know. Well, you probably don't know, but I'm pretty sure you can guess. I'm not about to say Nia is going to win. I'm going to say that Becky is going to win. So the Final Four will be Becky, Bailey, Bianca, and Nia. The final two is going to be Becky and Nia. And the winner is going to be Becky, and she is going to go against Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. And those are really my predictions for that. So getting into the men's Royal Rumble, there is a lot of chance for like just surprises along down the board. And I know it's been reports lately of a possible deal with TNA and WWE. That would be awesome to see TNA talent show up in a WWE Royal Rumble. I don't know if it's going to be anybody like, I don't know if it's going to be a lot of them. It may be like one or two, but I don't know. But that could be one of the things that could be surprised. But I feel like Ray is going to make his return because I think he's about healed up. If not, then, he's not going to be there. But I feel like he may end up making a return at the Royal Rumble. John Cena might grace us with his presence and being in the Royal Rumble, whatnot. I know he's back doing his thing, but I mean, just getting in the ring for one night, probably for about 5-6 minutes. He ain't even got to be in there for too long. And like, maybe selling that, later on for WrestleMania, he wants to go against Solo to avenge his loss against him. So we might get a surprise from Cena. I feel like that's going to get a big pop, especially if Solo is in the match, in the Royal Rumble match, which I don't know, but I can kind of maybe guess, because if Jimmy more than likely is going to be up in there, we already know him and Jay is going to have a face-off. So I feel like that's going to be a moment up in there. And then on top of that, Andrade he's left AEW. He's not in AEW anymore. So I feel like he's going to make his return at the Royal Rumble and maybe even possibly have a face-off with him and Escobar, setting up something in the future. Maybe it might be something to where like they face off, but then you got whoever, let's say Carlito on one side right next to Andrade, and then all of a sudden Andrade drops him, and then it just shows in the alliance between the Legade World Order and Andrade versus the LWO, the original, or not the original, but Anyway, so we might have a moment like that. Andrade may end up going ahead and gracing his presence with there. I don't really have too many other like people that I would think to see up in the men's Royal Rumble, but there is room for that. But what it boils down to is, will we see Brock Lesnar? No, I'm just playing. We ain't gonna see Brock Lesnar. He's one person that is, if you've seen my video talking about the whole Vince McMahon thing, you already know that Vince McMahon, that Brock Lesnar was named up in the documents with Vince McMahon. So, like I said before, I'm pretty sure their plans have changed to take Brock Lesnar out of the Royal Rumble. And we probably won't see Brock Lesnar for a good little minute. So, yeah, if they were smart, they're not Tony Khan. They're not going to put him out there to get booed. So, yeah, we're not going to see Brock Lesnar. But, like I said, it boils down to who are going to be the Final Four. With everything that's been going on, it's only 4 names. Actually, it's more. You could trade this off with Jey Uso being part of the Final Four. Honestly, you could put Sami Zayn as part of the Final Four. But I feel these are my Final Four. These are the people that I feel are going to be the Final Four. And honestly, you could put Damian Priest in the Final Four as well. I mean, hell, shit. Like I said, WWE, I don't know if I said it, but yeah, WWE is in a great position. They have a lot of baby faces and heels that they can put in the forefront that are main event stars. But my Final Four is going to be Punk, Cody, McIntyre, and Gunther. That's a good Final Four. I mean, besides Cody and Punk, you can kind of interchange with Sammy and Jay with the other two. But I feel like those are going to be my Final Four, or those are going to be the Final Four. Those are my picks for the Final Four. It's going to be Punk, McIntyre, Cody, and Gunther. And who do I think will win? Honestly, it can boil down to between either Cody or Punk. Those are going to be the final two. I don't know. I feel like it's too predictable to have Cody win it. I feel like Cody has to do it in a different way. And I was watching Solar Monster, and I agree with what he said. Where somebody had like wrote in and said that maybe they get like people who have been screwed over by the bloodline in a chamber match, and all of them are like literally getting that one last chance to go at Roman Reigns, and then whoever is the winner is going to meet him at WrestleMania, which I can agree with that. But I feel like it's too just like on the nose to have Cody win it again. I feel like they have to do something different because they have already went down this road. Him winning the Royal Rumble, and then the path, leading all the way to WrestleMania. It's like predictable, and it's been done last year. We just seen this last year. So we need something different. We need WWE needs to put it to where we're expecting Cody to win. He loses. He devastated. And he's trying to fight and claw. Like, it looks like everything is lost. But he's trying everything. He's tooth and nail and just trying everything in his power to get Roman Reigns, to get the title off of him so he can finish his story. I feel like you need to just the sequel. I guess you can look at it. You had the part one go one way. It ended off bad, but part two needs to be something different. It seemed like it's going the same route, but then need to go into the second act where everything is all lost. And then the third act is when he finally meets that conflict and he wins. He ends up finishing his story. That's what needs to happen. So even though I want Cody to win, I feel like it will make for a better story if he loses at the Royal Rumble, but finds another way at what seeming like the last minute to face Roman Reigns, and he goes and takes it at WrestleMania. So with that said, Punk, I feel, is going to win the Royal Rumble. He's going to challenge Rollins, and he's going to, I don't know. With Rollins and everything that happened with him, it may go a different route, but I'm going to talk about that when I talk about Rollins' update and what he said on Monday or whatnot. But in that video, I'm going to talk about like what I think will happen and as pertaining to WrestleMania, and just what may end up being a result because of his injury. But as of right now, my pick is going to be Punk winning the Royal Rumble. And so, yeah, that has been my predictions video, and I hope you guys liked it. And if you did, go ahead, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not. Hit the notification bell for more videos like this, because there will be more Wrestle Ones this weekend. And I will catch you guys on the next one. So peace out, stay safe, and let's go. I don't know.